My name is Warwick Howarth. I'm from the Hunter Valley in New South Wales. I'd like to thank the media for their attendance, and also the Honourable Member for Cessnock, Joel Fitzgibbon. The New South Wales Liberal Government in 1988 introduced legislation to serve its agenda and play political games, which to date completed its function for the first time in 2016, almost 30 years later, whilst consuming up millions of taxpayer monies. The origin of the legislation is from Hong Kong and is continuously refreshed and updated at taxpayers' expense. During 2012 and 13, it became obvious that the ICAC's independence has been completely removed and is nothing more than an instrument of the Liberal government requiring the endorsement of the Premier. On the 30th of January 2014, the New South Wales Premier misled Parliament with the introduction of legislation which was passed, revoking the signature of a Minister of the Crown, sending shockwaves felt around the world, delivering international embarrassment and sovereign risk. This legislation and its amendments break a number of international treaties to which Australia is a signatory. The direct effect of the legislation allows the New South Wales Liberal Government to seize your property without paying you compensation. This conduct of the New South Wales Liberal Government is unconstitutional and an abuse of human rights, stripping away the Australian dream. The essence of the draconic bullying legislation forbids legal challenge and delivers total protection to the New South Wales Liberal Government's action by way of complete legal immunity, displaying total disregard for the rule of law. Prime Minister Scott Morrison had stated numerous times that anyone who has a fair go in Australia will be given a fair go by a Liberal government. However, this fair go does not extend into New South Wales after the 30th of January 2014. Unfortunately, we found out the hard way from the actions of the New South Wales Liberal Government. My wife and I have innocently suffered for the past 4 years, and for the future of our children and our grandchildren, it is up to us all to restore the reputation of Australia, which has been tainted by a bullying and unconscionable New South Wales Liberal government. ASIC and the ACCC make reference to the term unconscionable conduct and state clearly how to identify unconscionable conduct, how to avoid unconscionable conduct, how not to participate in unconscionable conduct. Unconscionable conduct is stated by the regulator is illegal and is a prosecutable offence. The rule of law is not applicable to the law of rulers in New South Wales. As Christopher Pyne mentioned recently, any person or body who interferes or sabotages Australian business will be held accountable, unless the accountability lies within the New South Wales Liberal Government itself. This can only be described as unconscionable conduct. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming. My name is Terry Howarth. My family and I have innocently suffered for the past 4 years in which we have been harassed and bullied. Within those 4 years, we have attempted to obtain justice for us, for my children and their spouses and my 7 grandchildren and others like us. Our family business supported the community conservation programs, and we continued our happy lives without the knowledge that such corruption existed until that corruption came to our front door and destroyed our lives. This can happen to anyone out there simply trying to live their lives. As a grandmother of 7 grandchildren, I never thought this would happen at this stage of my life. You too can be bullied and harassed in the same manner. This can happen to anyone out there, it doesn't matter how innocent you are. My husband and I are suffering from emotional stress due to bullying and harassment, and there have been times when my husband and I have been unable to pay our medical expenses due to financial losses, and the stress of this is further damaging our health. Corruption does not discriminate. We must hold corruption and those that create corruption accountable, even if the corruption is by those who are in a position to prevent corruption, if we are to preserve the future for our children and grandchildren. Thank you.